Hello everyone, back to the recording schedule because finals week was this week and I just had my last final today. So this video will be going up Thursday night, which the date of recording. And this is I wanted to take a look at my Neofinetia, which is in spike, and I'll show you. You can see it peeking out from behind, but I'll show you a little bit better when I turn it around. But this is the cross of the clones that I have: the White Flamingo, which is an AOS awarded clone, and the Amami #1. And look at that! We've got 5 buds on this spike, which, from what I'm told, is actually pretty good. And you may or may not be seeing the mist from the misting system come down in front of the camera, but or the fog. But it is I'm trying to get this thing to focus on it, and look at that. Got 5 buds on this one, and then we've got, come on, see if I can get it. Does it want to show up on camera very well? There we go. It's kind of a spike #2 right there. It's not focusing on it very well, but spike #2 right there. So this is going to be fantastic because this is supposed to be a very fragrant one. And I got this from New Earth Orchids up in Santa Fe, and I just couldn't help myself with this one. I've had it for about a year, and it grew a few new fans, and it grew like lots of roots. And there's a few of the roots are poking outside. And now this time I had it outside the greenhouse in the window for like a month or so. Didn't do anything. I brought it into the greenhouse and had it hooked on the corner of the shelf right there, and it wasn't super bright because this likes it very bright. And I noticed a spike forming on it, and then I hung it over here off that hook, and then suddenly spikes. So they're doing pretty well so far. Let's see if I can lay it down and focus on the spike a little bit more. Okay, doing it carefully. There we go. So you can see the buds are starting to form their spurs already. I'm so ready for this. So ready for this. I've never bloomed a Neofinetia before. The only Vanda I've ever rebloomed was this one. That's the Hiroshima choice, which is Vanda falcata crossed on flabellata. Neofinetia, and this tag is technically outdated. Neofinetia has been merged with Vanda, and falcata is now Vanda. But it's a cute little species with a lot of... has a very clumping habit, forms lots of different fans, lots of roots. Very strong, vigorous grower, and this species was well known by the Japanese, the samurai and the Japanese would grow this orchid, and it was considered sacred, I believe. So, and I absolutely love this. It's a very famous species, and I got mine to bloom. So I'm hoping that it doesn't blast any of the buds. But 5 is, I was told, is supposed to be a pretty good number. Like anywhere you can get anywhere from 1 to 6. It's pretty typical. And so I got 5 on this one. Don't know how many the second one will have yet, but we will see that soon. But this one, I normally I don't know. I think maybe the reduction in light caused it to spike. I don't know, but normally it hangs pretty bright under a grow light. I water it every other day or so, soaking the pot because there's no media in there. It's just a pile of roots. So I just soak the pot every couple days. And it seems to do very well with that. I got lots of roots, lots of root growth on it. The roots have gone, like the root nodes have gone dormant, so to speak, for the because it seems to do that every now and then especially when it's flowered. I've always seen Vanda hybrids with like paused root growth during flowering. And so this one has done the same, and I'm super excited. Can't express how excited I am, because as if I hadn't said it enough. This is a very healthy plant. You can see, like from a top-down view, how big it is. I can't get it out of the pot. I tried. When I got it, I tried to get it out of the pot and get it into a bigger pot. Wasn't going to put media in it. I just wanted to give it more space, and couldn't do it. So I might either have to cut the pot apart or just see if it will grow around the pot somehow, which I'm hoping, because I don't want to have to stress it out too much. But that's the cross of clones right there. White Flamingo crossed on Amami #1. It's a very, very vigorous clone I've noticed so far. Since this is the first time it'll have bloomed for me, I think I can give this one a clone name. I think, because I don't think it was a division. I'll have to check with the sellers, because this came from New Earth Orchids, which is based up in Santa Fe. And so yeah, I just wanted to show this off and talk about it a little bit, and I'm talk about just how excited I am for the millionth time. Still got a little ways to go. I'm hoping these will be open by my orchid show in May, but because even though the spike is developing quickly, I don't know if it'll develop that quickly. I mean, this spike just a day and a half ago was much shorter, the second one, and this one the buds were closer together and more compact and smaller, and then they're growing very fast. So we'll see. This is just how I hang it. I kind of hang it like that, where the spike is not under the light or right up against it, but still out. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep an eye out for tomorrow, because the next video will be coming out tomorrow. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me, and have a good night.